We just received this fruit box from Tropical Fruit Box, and let me tell you, it is a bounty of nature's candy.
Most of the fruit is shipped prior to absolute ripeness to ensure that it doesn't spoil before it arrives. The folks over at I Heart Fruit Box are passionate about fruit, obviously.
They bring the tropics right to your front door and introduce you to fruits you might not have tried before.
Their fruit is seeded and seasonal.
And most of their fruit is grown on their farm.
Our fruit box has been super educational and we can't wait to try everything in it. So let's get to unboxing. All of our fruit was packaged really nicely. They came in a thermal bag lined with ice, and the more delicate fruit was packed in foam netting.
Alright, so some of the fruit was shipped slightly underripe, and that's to account for the transit time and to make sure that it's fresh when it arrives.
But if you're like, what even is all this fruit in my box, and is it even right? No worries, because inside your package will come a postcard with a QR code. That QR code will link to an online ripening guide.
The fruit guide will help you identify the fruit and tell you how to store it while it's ripening.
The guide will also tell you how the fruit should look and feel when it's ripe, where it's from, its nutritional benefits, and some tasting notes.
I Heart Fruit Box sent us their tropical variety box. We got the small size, which contains 5 to 7 pounds of fruit.
So all the fruits in the bowl, these are the ones that are unripe, and so we're gonna let these ripen in this bowl on the counter for a few days. As for these are ripe and ready to go, but we're gonna preserve them in the fridge until everything is ripe and we can enjoy everything together.
Okay, so the ripening instructions say to store the dragon fruit in a sealed Ziploc bag, and the longan we're also gonna store in a Ziploc bag, but we're gonna leave it open so as to prevent molding.
And now for the fun part. Let's taste some tropical fruit.
First, we have a ripe guava. It's yellowish green, fragrant, and soft to the touch. We let it ripen for a few days at room temperature.
Now on the right is the unripened guava when it first arrived. It was green, hard as a rock, and not fragrant at all.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
Wow. Now this is definitely, it's really soft. I don't know, kind of like sort of like that custard apple.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a big difference between it's like somewhere between like a custard and apple or a very ripened pear.
See that, very buttery.
Buttery.
Silky.
Yeah, and like I love pears. We've been eating pears wrong for so many years.
Yeah.
We've been eating them like when they were kind of crisp and not quite as
Not as the French do.
Not as the French do. You gotta let it ripen. Your pears need to be soft when you eat them.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about pears. We're talking about guava. It's really good.
It's very fragrant. I don't know what I like more. I don't know if I like the scent or the flavor more.
I think I'm with you. The flavor is okay. I feel like the flavor on a scale of 1 to 10 is a little weaker, maybe a 3, but the scent, the aroma.
I like the mildness of the flavor. It's not just not in your face.
Now on to one of our favorites, the Mamey Sapote. Are we saying that right? This fruit is native to the Caribbean and South America, and you'll know it's ripe when it's soft to the touch.
On the right is what the Mamey Sapote looked like when it first arrived. It was hard and unripe, so we let it sit on the counter at room temperature for a few days.
Oh, you pick the next one.
Mamey.
It's time for Mamey?
It's time for Mamey. Let's read a little bit about Mamey.
Your mom mistext, like she misspelled my name in a text and she called me Mamey. Which I learned that Mamey is actually a Filipino dish, right?
Yeah, it's
Soup?
It's a soup.
Huh.
Yeah.
You guys should try some Mammy.
I haven't tried Mammy. I'm Filipino. I feel not very Filipino right now. But I've heard of Mammy. Mommy, maybe?
I don't know how they pronounce it there. You've heard of Manny.
I know Manny.
I know Manny. Do you know Manny?
So the Mamey Sapote is native to the Caribbean and South America, according to this ripening guide. And so it says it has a texture similar to pumpkin pie.
Okay, I love the Caribbean and I love pumpkin pie, so I'm in.
It's like Thanksgiving in the Caribbean.
Please help yourself.
Okay. I will take a Mamey if I don't mind.
I'll take a Mammy too. I think they were calling him Mame.
Mamey?
Mame? I don't know.
Okay.
If you know how to pronounce it, please comment down below. Cheers. Scent. It's very custardy. It almost has like an avocado-like texture.
Yes.
Based on the spoon, at least.
Very soft.
Okay.
Very soft.
Cheers. Cheers. Oh my god.
Whoa. It's pumpkin pie all the way. You just need some warming spices like cinnamon or nutmeg.
Dude, this is amazing. This also, it also reminds me a little bit of the flavor of a persimmon. Very sweet.
I can see that.
Very.
But not too sweet. It's very mildly sweet.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you guess what this is? If you guessed avocado, then you're right. You'll know it's ripe when you press the fruit with your fingers and it leaves an indentation.
On the right is what the avocado looked like when it first arrived. It was unripe and harder than that organic chemistry class that kicked your ass in college. Or was that just me?
Yeah. Cheers to you, my man.
Cheers.
Mmm. Just
That's
as creamy.
very creamy.
Very creamy.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Very buttery.
Mm-hmm. I love avocados. One of my favorite
You
fruits.
can't go wrong with avocado.
No, so healthy, so creamy.
We're gonna have the rest of this with dinner tonight for sure.
You know what we should hit this with? Some of the key lime.
Heck yeah.
Next up on deck, we have the key lime. This is a citrus hybrid native to Southeast Asia. These are ripe, and notice how their skin is yellow.
Let's check out what they looked like when they first arrived. These key limes were shipped slightly green for extended shelf life. They're more fragrant and floral than ordinary limes. Wow. It tastes like key lime pie. It's tart.
It's tart, and it has more of a, almost a floral flavor.
Floral. That was the word I was going for. Let's put a little bit on the avocado and see what happens.
We're like doing the fruit box inception.
Yeah, we're just mixing things up a little bit.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Even
That's
better.
a good combination.
Let's introduce you to one of our favorites from the box, the tree tomato. We allowed them to ripen on the counter for a few days.
And this is what our tree tomato friend looked like right out the package. He was shipped slightly underripe.
It looks like a tomato.
It looks like a tomato.
Surprisingly like a tomato.
And it looks like it came from a tree. Looks sort of like a plum. All right, let's see.
I don't know if the skin is edible. I think it is, but
I'm not sure.
let's just spoon
Let's
it
just
in.
go for it.
All right, cheers.
Okay.
Oh, it's a lot like a tomato.
Cheers. Warm.
That is sweet. It has almost a tomato-like flavor. Like,
It does. Persimmon. It reminds me of persimmon.
yeah. The texture is kind of persimmon-y. The flavor, it's more tart than a persimmon, It has like an undercurrent of tomato flavor, but like the fresh tomato, like the real tomato, like you grow your own tomato.
Very ripened tomato.
Yeah, not the kind of stuff you buy at a regular
No.
supermarket. Like someone has to grow this.
If you've
Or
never grown your own tomato, you don't know what you're missing.
you need to grow your own tomatoes. Are you growing your own tomatoes? We're not.
That's the question. Not right now. But if we were growing our own tomatoes, this is what it would taste like.
Except probably more tomatoey. This is really good. This is like
This
a
is
fruit.
really good.
This is delightful. I love this. I am just going to town on this.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna see where this is from. A little bit about the tree tomato.
All right.
Maybe we should educate our viewers about where these things are from.
All right, dear viewer, prepare to be educated.
They're also called tomarillo. Contain more calories, fat, and protein than tomatoes. Yeah, quite tart when raw. A sprinkle of coconut or date sugar can help add some sweetness
I think that
to
would
the
be
tart.
good. I am into this. This is so far my favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, no disrespect to the avocado. Add the avocado. I love the avocado. But I mean, as far as like something exotic, I guess it is the first exotic fruit we're trying too, so.
Yeah. I need to
Not
look
that
up where
these
this
are
is from. This is, that's quite nice. I like
liked
that. Alright, where are we going next?
Let's go with the passion fruit.
Now on to the passion fruit. A ripened passion fruit has one of the most amazing fragrances in the world. You'll know that it's ripe when its skin is soft and wrinkled, much like our rescue pug Mango's.
On the right is the unripened passion fruit right out the box. As you can tell from the video on the left, a few days later, this passion fruit clearly did not use SPF like its mom told it to.
So one thing we did learn, this is a very educational box, is that passion fruit, when it's ripe, it becomes wrinkly. And so this is what a ripened passion fruit should taste like.
It has a bunch of goo on the inside.
Yeah,
and
it
like
was
a
not
shell.
wrinkly
No, it wasn't.
when we first got
It
it.
smells amazing.
Yeah.
It smells like Hawaii.
There are a lot of passion fruit flavored things in Hawaii.
Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Cheers to Hawaii.
It's tart. This one is tart.
Yeah.
The seeds are nice and crunchy.
Yeah, very flavorful though.
It's more like a pulp.
Yeah,
You scoop it right out of the shell.
yeah. Kind of custardy.
And you could blend this up.
Dude, the flavor is amazing. I love this. The scent of this is amazing.
Yeah, I think you could blend this up and then like run it through like a cheesecloth
Yeah.
and flavor something up, like a
That's true.
pastry. Even make like oatmeal if you want some of that tropical flavor.
If you don't know what fruit this is, you can't be friends with us, or our dog. It's ripe when it's fragrant and the skin has changed color and the fruit is soft to touch.
Check out how green and firm the mango was when it first arrived.
Mango!
Hello, Mango. Okay. Mango, you want to join in on this mango tasting?
Okay. Mango, you will get the first bite.
The honorary first bite.
And I'm gonna get myself a new spoon after this.
You could just drop it in her mouth.
The entire. Okay, I'll try that.
I got it.
Okay, I'll do this. Thoughts?
What did you think, Mango?
Flavors?
Aromas?
Notes?
Yeah. Picking up on any scents?
What do you think?
What do you
Did
think?
you like it?
You want some more?
Good? Bad? Thumbs up? Thumbs down? Huh? I think
I
she
think she
liked
liked
it.
it,
Yeah.
Alright, let's go down.
Okay.
See if we like it. We're gonna like it. We wouldn't name our dog after a fruit if we didn't like the fruit.
That's accurate. Now to taste mango.
If you've never had a mango, what are you doing with your life?
Yeah. citrusy,
creamy, sweet,
buttery.
buttery.
I feel like I've used the word buttery like 8 times.
Yeah, but
that's okay. But it's
yeah, but refreshing, light.
apt.
You can make amazing things with it. A mango lassi.
Mango lassi.
Mango nata.
Mango nata. Put some tahini on this bitch. Some chamoy. It's a party.
And here we have a ripened yellow dragon fruit. This is the sweetest of the dragon fruit varieties, and it arrived ripe.
We wanted to try all of our fruit at the same time, so per the fruit ripening guide, we stored it inside of a sealed Ziploc bag inside the fridge to keep it fresh while the other fruit ripened.
All right, we've tried this guy before. Let's do it again.
All right, Mr. Dragon Fruit.
All right, dragon
Cheers.
fruit.
Let's see what
I
this
don't know
is.
if you've ever had a yellow dragon fruit.
They all kind of taste the same, don't they?
Yeah, okay.
Tastes like sugar water.
I feel like dragon fruits, they're all show, they're all style, and not as much substance as you would think.
Very nutritionally healthy though.
They are, absolutely, but they don't taste like a whole lot. I mean, they're delicious, like they taste good, but it's pretty,
They're
like
pretty
a
mild.
neutral
Yeah, very neutral,
flavor.
just kind of like sweet.
Yeah.
You know, this one is interesting though. If you look at it, I don't know if it's like overripe or if it ripened enough. You can kind of see inside there. The skin is a little bit, the flesh is a little bit more, not the skin, the flesh is a little bit more translucent. Whereas other dragon fruits that we've had, I feel like they're usually a little
White.
Yeah, just
Very
solid
white.
white with black seeds.
Yeah, I mean,
It's refreshing.
with the color, the really bright colors on the outside, and then this like awesome like speckled inside, you'd think they'd be like, pow, oh my god, they taste amazing. But it's just pretty neutral, sweet, sugar water tasting fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got no hate for the dragon fruit.
They're alright. It's not my first pick.
Not my first pick either.
Not your first round draft pick.
Nah, it's definitely like in the second round.
No.
Next up is the ripe Sopadilla. This is another one of our favorites in the box. It's ripe when it's slightly wrinkly and soft enough to break with your hands.
The Sapodilla probably originated in southern Mexico. This is what it looked like when it arrived. It was hard and unripe.
Yeah, this guy was hard as a rock. These guys were hard as a rock when
Now
we
they're
first got them. Now they are
soft and-
super soft. And it said, the ripening guide said you should be able to break them open with your hand, which I think we could probably have
Yeah,
done.
they look like a mini version of this.
Yeah, they do.
And they sound like they're going to taste like a mini version of that, which I'm in for because I love that. The mommy.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to try this.
Let's do it. Plum-like texture. Whoa.
Take two.
Okay,
Pretend like this is the first time you ever had a Sapodillo.
I'm ready. Are you?
Yeah, I've never had one of these. Have you?
No, I didn't have one like 30 seconds ago before the battery went out.
I've never tried this in my life. I wonder what it tastes like. Whoa. That's really good.
It does taste, it has like a plum-like texture.
Yeah.
It's kind of, it is similar to this in a way,
Yeah.
but it has sort of a brown sugar, kind of a molasses flavor to me.
It does. I see that as well. And the texture is a smidge more gritty.
Gritty.
But it's not
Yeah.
as creamy as that. But that's not a bad thing. It really does taste like there's sugar in here.
It's sort of like a kiwi texture.
Yeah.
It too.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not super sweet. It's mildly sweet. I think a lot of the fruits we've been trying that's been the common denominator among them.
Yeah.
The flavors are they're pretty mild.
Yeah.
Except the passion fruit was pretty in your face, in a good way.
I am all about this.
Now on to the ripened star apple. It's a delicacy in the West Indies and Central America, and when our star apple arrived, it arrived ripe.
We stored our star apple in the fridge to keep it fresh while the other fruit ripened. This is a star apple.
It's a very vibrant.
It's a vibrant.
Vibrant.
Thank you, Q-tip.
Thank you, Q-tip. Vibrant purple, like a violet color.
Oh, violet. Give me your take on the aroma. It has almost a medicinal aroma.
I'm suffering from allergies right now. I'm probably not the best person to ask. What does it smell like, Manny?
It has almost a medicinal kind of. I don't know if that's a good thing. So
medicinal's
not a good.
Sketchy, descriptive.
Okay.
Very soft. Cheers.
Cheers.
Whoa. Not how I expected.
Not my favorite.
It almost tastes like that grape flavor, that fake grape flavor.
Oh, what you get?
That's what I'm getting. I'm not huge on this texture. It's a little, I guess,
Gritty?
Gritty, yeah.
It's kind of gritty. I'm not crazy about the scent or the aroma or the flavor, honestly. But it's a pretty color.
Last but certainly not least, the tiny but mighty longan. The longan probably originated in Myanmar, aka Burma. It arrived ready to eat.
The longan is an edible tree fruit related to lychee and rambutan. We stored it in the refrigerator inside of an unzipped Ziploc bag to prevent mold.
Cheers.
There's a seed in the middle.
I discovered that right now.
They're squishy. Similar to lychee.
I really like the texture. It has like a little bit of a bite. I don't know if a bite is correct. I think it's about a bite. There's a little bit of a bite. It's
grape-like?
kind of grape-like. Flavor-wise,
Juicy.
it's pretty mild, but I think it has a very distinct longan flavor.
Yeah.
Very juicy.
Yeah. Awesome.
Top three. Let's do top three.
Top three. Ooh. I actually really liked this tree tomato. This is one I was just like, what in the hell is a tree tomato? This is a tree tomato, and I'm glad to have met him because I'm gonna look for him, and I'm gonna at the grocery store or at the.
She's hopping.
She really enjoyed all these
All right,
fruits.
let's get your top three too.
Next time we go to the tropical fruit store, I'm gonna look for this.
That sounds great. Yeah, the tree tomato
And
is awesome.
enjoy them immensely.
It's
Buy
like
a few more.
Great tomato.
Yeah.
Like a perfectly
Yeah.
ripe.
I don't know if you can eat this, so I'm gonna put this down.
Yeah.
What about you? What was your favorite?
Mommy. Yeah, Mommy
Yeah.
Sapote was
Those
my
are.
favorite.
That's my second favorite, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
I think my second favorite was the tree tomato.
Huh. There you go.
What are
That's
the
where
odds?
we get along.
I guess so. And what was your third favorite?
I don't know.
Hey,
Like, I
we're-
really did like the guava. I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just love guava scent too.
I do love guava scent. Yeah.
Want to smell?
I'm just gonna eat it. I'm gonna go with passion fruit.
Passion.
Let's switch it around. I will say that probably real talk, mango and avocado are my favorites, but I feel like we have those all the time, so I'm kind of going. We're just talking amongst the more exotic ones, or the
new
newer
kids
ones,
on
the
the
new
block.
kids on the block. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We want to thank iHeartFruitBox for sending us this delicious spread of tropical fruits. Many of the fruits we have not tried before. A few we have, and they were all delicious.
They were. We found the experience of trying all of these different fruits super educational. The ripening guide showed us exactly when to eat the fruits so that they would be the most delicious when we tried them, and they were. We loved everything, and we would highly recommend you guys try it. This is a variety pack. It'll be a really fun activity to do, like with at a dinner party or with kids, to introduce everybody to flavors and cultures they may not be familiar with. So yeah, what better way to get together than with fruit, exotic fruits.
Thank you, iHeartFruitBox.
Head over to plantbasedpassport.com for the full recipe, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you try this recipe, be sure to leave a comment on our blog and share a photo of your creation on Instagram and TikTok. Don't forget to tag us. We release new videos every Friday.